All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, on another episode of Unpack Your Bag Podcast. What up? What's going on? How you doing? Where we at? What's going on? How you doing? Where we at? We live. We recording. I'm going on a boarding flight to Spain, Jamaica, insane. You know what I'm saying. My brain is not tamed. Okay. Take it away, Chantal.
I just want to say that better be the beginning of this video. That better be the beginning.
It sure is.
the beginning of this video. Anyway, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Unpack Your Bag Podcast. You know what we do here. We unpack shit. So,
straight that's so much better. So much better. Just boom, done.
No, I mean, you know, we unpack our truth.
That was super improv.
We unpack our truth as it pertains to life, love, passion, and culture.
Oh,
all right,
Lord.
I said shit, but that's what I really meant.
Yeah,
anyway,
okay.
Y'all know me. I'm Chantal, and we're here with that guy who's always here with me,
Tony Perks, the one and only, the greatest MC alive. Mic controller, mic check 1 2 1 2.
And he's gonna go ahead and tag a video of him rapping to the end of this video, so y'all can see why he calls himself the MC.
You know
you've been warned. If y'all listen to that, make sure you turn it down. If not, you've been warned.
don't hate the play, hate the game.
You've been warned.
Anyways.
All right, so the other day, we posted
let's talk about it.
a YouTube video, one of our podcasts, talking about the shooting of Ma'Khia Bryant,
yes,
16-year-old who was shot in the back in Columbus, Ohio. And we were talking about it, and I think the question that you asked was like, did she deserve to be shot, right? Like, what was the parameters? Do we think that this could have been avoided? And we posted it like we always do. And we comment and try to talk to the people as the comments roll in. And there was one specific comment that came in that I don't know if I felt a way about, but it's disheartening to say the least, because the dude said, stupid question, right? Stupid answers, right?
Okay.
And y'all know me, so we can't really like assume what it is that he was talking about, although we can. Because
because we had like talked about that, and then also we went into another, like, we talked about something later on in the podcast. So I don't know if he's referring to the initial topic or something we discussed later on.
Right.
It's very unclear, what he actually meant. But the interesting thing about it was, I was like, stupid questions and stupid answers. But then my thought was, you watch stupid questions, stupid answers.
Yeah.
You commented on something that was stupid question and stupid answers.
Yeah.
And on top of it, what would be better if you think it's so stupid question and stupid? What's a better question?
So you asked him that, and I was like, I don't care, right? I don't care what he thinks. So the way that I commented on it was, I was like, dope. Glad you watched, right?
Yeah.
That was my comment, because it's true. All right, if you dope. If you think it's stupid, cool, right? Whatever. And I'm really glad that you sat for 45 minutes and watched us talk about something that you perceive to be stupid. Look, here's the thing. We can't control what other people say and comment, right?
Oh, yeah,
Whenever you have something like this that you put out for the world to see, whether or not the world actually sees it, because we're not there yet. Right. You open yourself up to criticism.
Yeah, for sure.
You open yourself up to people to have opinions and thoughts that differ from yours.
Yep.
All of that is cool. 100%. That's fine. So I think that I am more equipped to deal with that kind of stuff just in general, right? Because there's a certain level of care that you have to give to it.
Right.
But in this case,
we're
talking about a 16-year-old girl being shot and killed. Regardless of who she was shot and killed by, regardless of, the parameters that go into it, we're talking about a 16-year-old girl who was shot and killed. And to think that there is somebody, or not even just somebody, but that there's a subsect of people in the world who could give two flying farts about a little black girl being shot is terrible. It's terrible. And that's why I go as hard as I do on certain situations, because the truth is that no matter how much we talk about it, no matter how much reform is supposedly brought in, no matter who's in office, who's out of office, there's always going to be a subsect of people that just think the way that they think, and they're okay with that.
Yeah, and they don't care at all.
And they don't care at all. And there's not much conversation, if you will, that can sway them from one side to the other.
You know, and I agree with that, because that when I saw it kind of made me reminded me of like, okay, there's a lot of people who don't care about any of our lives in general. Like as much as unbiased as I try to be and see things like just for the pure facts of them, at the end of the day, there are people that do not like black people for no reason.
They're racist, and there are people that are racist. Like, that's
just the reality of what we live in.
Where we at.
It's not like it's maybe no. The reality is there are people that just don't like us because of our skin color. That's
right.
that's real. But the other part I went to when I saw the comment, I was like, okay, stupid questions, stupid answers. Okay, like I wouldn't necessarily say they're a hater, but you know, this is how my head goes. I'm like, okay, stupid questions, stupid answers. Like, what makes it stupid that you would come on my page, watch everything, and then decide to leave a comment of stupid questions and stupid answers with nothing to add besides being a keyboard hater, essentially. It's like, I don't understand what was the point? Like, what was the point of even engaging in something if you didn't want to have a conversation about it?
Right.
Like, what was the point of even leaving that just to, and then never respond back or nothing? I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the point of that. And then I'm thinking also, like, you have so much, whatever's going on in your life, that you have time to sit here and watch this and think about it and then leave some kind of nastiness on somebody else's account because of whatever the issue you have or what you're going through. Like, that's where your mind is, so that you have to leave something negative for somebody else somewhere else. So it just showed me, like, this person, maybe you're not in the most happiest place you could be.
You may be a racist. Look.
Touche.
I don't really care about his happy place. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care about his happy place. However, let me go ahead and address this, because there's a subsect of people that are gonna be like, oh, well, why are you talking about this, right? Like, why are you giving this comment any play, if you will? Here's why. Not because we want to blow up his spot or like bring attention to it. His comment specifically, but the fact that I felt like it's important to bring attention to this fact here, right? The very simple fact that no matter what it is that you talk about, you know what I mean? As far as, we talk about police brutality, we talk about police reform, we're talking about getting shot, we talk about racism, and for you to be somebody who is not nowhere near as radical as I am, right? If there's a scale, like Chantal's way to the left of it, right? And Anthony Teeter's kind of, you know what I mean? Left middle, he's like left middle.
Like middle a little bit, yeah.
There's like far right, which would be like, the QAnon people. And then there's far left, right? And I'm all the way as left can get in this particular issue. And Anthony's like middle left.
Yeah, I might get a little bit left.
Middle left.
I would agree.
So even with the two dichotomies, right, of opinions that are presented here, there's never a way that you're going to say something that appeals to somebody who just hasn't made up in their mind that this is the way that they think. And that is frightening when you think about it, like that is extremely frightening, because we're moving forward and everybody's like, we got white people marching with us, and that's so beautiful. And it's not just a black issue, it's a human rights issue, and that's so beautiful. And everybody wants to stand with their black brothers and sisters, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna put that in quotes. They black brothers and sisters, because we not related. But there's always going to be this undertone that exists everywhere, and it's starting to pop up more and more. Like a friend of mine was talking about LeBron James.
Okay.
And he's a Laker fan, so he's kind of biased, but he was like, some white people had posted like, I wish LeBron James would just shut up. He's so entitled. He's so selfish. He's so entitled. Why can't he just play basketball and be quiet, right? Like somebody was going off on it. And then so he engages, right? He's LeBron? A little no.
Oh, there's other. Okay.
He engages in this conversation, and me, I'm thinking immediately there's a racist undertone to that. You know what I mean? There's a racist undertone to that, like the whole shut up and dribble thing. Like there's a racist undertone to that. And he engages in the conversation, and then my first instinct is to go up and go off. No, you racist. Boom, 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 boom. You know, Chantal is on the far left.
Yeah.
Right? So when I see it, I'm going to call it out. Anyway, he continues to engage in that. And they're like, oh, I would just call him a schmuck or whatever Jewish word they use to describe somebody of
like that.
Below average intellect is what the word ended up meaning. And he engages and he was like, well, why? He was like, because he's always speaking out on stuff and he never knows what he's talking about and blah, 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 right? And just continues to go on this rant. And he patiently converses with this woman.
Okay.
Only for the end of it, for her to just be like, I still just don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is that we're faced with.
Yeah. Some people just are not trying to understand.
They're not
trying to see it differently. They're not trying to see your perspective. They're not trying to see. They're just, I don't like it, and that's it, and there's nothing you can say. Even if you're right, it doesn't matter.
Even if
you have logical data, even if you have presented me with information that makes me could consider, it doesn't matter. I just don't want to like you.
I just don't want to hear it.
I don't want to like you.
I don't want to hear it.
That's just, and I'm like, okay, I get it. It sucks. It really does suck. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, it's just. I mean, I guess when you grow up black, you kind of just get used to it. Like people just are. Because now I've noticed too now that, you know, coming into the YouTube and into social media, that we're gonna be faced with so much more racism than we would normally just in our neighborhoods. Because now it's like the whole world is able to chime in from whatever walk of life they want behind a keyboard and say whatever the hell they want to say, you know. And and I know that the more this podcast gets traction, the more that the reality is going to set in. That people are not going to like our opinions. They're not going to like what we say. They're not going to like what we stand for. They're probably going to be saying racist comments to us. And it just comes
with it.
We're in the belly of the beast. And, you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, there's people out there that do think like that. But the reality is there are people that do think like that. And it sucks, you know. But at the end of the day, I look at it like you are so fucked up mentally that you have to go and do something like this.
Right.
So I honestly feel bad that you are not, like, you can't be that happy if you're going spewing out all this negativity. That means it's in you all the time. I'm just like, I feel bad.
That happiness thing is deep. But look, here's the thing.
That's just me though.
You don't have to agree with you don't have to agree with the stuff that we say, right?
Yeah.
In fact, it makes for a better podcast if we do disagree with each other, right? Like it makes for a better conversation if you know what I'm saying, somebody is able to present an alternative that you never once considered. Right. That just makes for a better conversation. It makes for a more insightful conversation. Right. So if you disagree, do that shit. But like, make it make sense. Don't pull like the 2-year-old disagreement. No. Right?
But why? Because
no.
What?
Like, don't.
I hate that because it's like, dude, don't come over here to say something but then not back it up. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you like, go ahead, speak whatever you want. But then have a reason why. Dude, like, have a backbone and stand for what you believe. You think if black people are bad, why? Let's like say what it is. Because XYZ, and I say XYZ, this and that.
Come out
and then
with
you don't want to say nothing.
Come out with it.
Don't say something to not have a conversation. That don't make no sense.
It don't, because while you're working on, you know, I'm also working on this, right? Because I also have a tendency to do this for, again, the far left. No, it's racist because I said so, and I'm not taking no opinions on this, right? I get it.
My God. Yeah,
I get it.
know.
I also operate like this in conversation sometimes. But just miss me with it, all right? Just miss me with it. Just miss me with it. If you don't like what we're talking about, then I have a great idea for you. Don't watch.
Thank you. Like, you know.
Don't watch.
Like,
it's two black people. First of all, it's two black people on the thumbnail. Like, both of us are black. So what did you think we was going to be talking about? Like, clearly, bro. It's two black people on the thumbnail. So we was probably going to say some black stuff.
You know.
Like, it's 50-50. Come on, man.
I like that. I like to
We was probably going to say some black stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so mind-boggling. And it just, being on the internet reminds you that, you know, even though you may live in your bubble and you see things a certain way, like, the reality is there's so many people out there that's so different and will hate you for no reason just because you spoke about a topic. all because you spoke about something.
I don't know, like, look.
But the thing is, what I didn't like is with that comment particularly is because that was a serious situation. It wasn't like the conversation was not an important conversation.
Right.
It wasn't like someone lost their life.
Right.
And we're looking at ways how this could have been avoided or what could have been done differently or whatever. Right. And you're saying this is a stupid question, stupid answer. But how, if in part of that we're educating people on how to not be in the situation, what you can look for and how to get out of this. And so to me, maybe it wasn't stupid to me, but I don't see how educating someone to be safer is stupid. Or understanding what we're really dealing with is stupid. That's just my opinion.
It makes me just believe he must be some inbred kid from Alabama missing a few chromosomes. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that theory. Inbred from Alabama. He's 2 chromosomes short of a basket.
Of a basket.
Of a chicken basket.
We both can't talk. We both can't talk. Today's not our day.
I know we're not good.
Hey, do not call us before you.
That's the worst insult ever. You inbred Alabama.
What was that show on MTV? Yo mama. Don't call us. We will lose.
Yo mama.
We will lose so bad for sure.
I would be pretty good at that.
Really?
I would be pretty good at that. Don't test me because it's early, but I might be pretty good at that.
Sip some more coffee. You know, we should do a. Now we're talking about this. I thought about this right now. Totally off subject, but we should do like a dad joke. You know how they have the dad jokes? People sit there and they'd say dad jokes until they laugh. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it before? Mm-hmm. We should try one time. I think that'd be pretty fun to do.
I'm pretty good at it.
Are you really?
I doubt it.
Okay, you're not gonna laugh at shit. You can be like this.
That's because your jokes are terrible.
No, they're not. No,
your jokes are really, really bad.
Okay. All right. Here's one.
Dang, I knew that's what you wanted. That's why you went here, because you wanted to tell this joke. I knew that's what you wanted.
What do you call a father going upstairs? A step parent. No. Nothing. A step parent.
No.
Oh my gosh. See. That's why we should do it. We should do this for sure.
No.
We're gonna do this. Yes. You guys heard it. This episode, we're gonna have an episode one day of dad jokes.
No.
We're gonna do it.
No.
I'll bring my best dad jokes. You bring your best dad jokes.
All right.
I laugh at everything, so there's really no point.
So I'm just gonna really, my jokes is gonna win.
Pretty much, I'm gonna laugh at everything.
My jokes is gonna win.
So nothing. That was nothing for you. Nothing at all.
Did you hear me laugh?
Not even like a.
You didn't even hear me laugh.
Not even the mic. I didn't hear nothing. It was like.
It's silence. It's silence because it was not funny.
Oh my gosh! Whatever. Anyways,
it was not funny.
Anyways. So, go back to this comment thing though. To stay on track, because we're trying to do better at not veering off left and right like we normally do. With this comment though, it kind of comes to the territory of dealing with haters, and at the end of the day, I'm just like,
be blocked and be blessed.
Yeah, if it you can come with whatever comment, but as long as you don't come with something crazy or like racist, I won't block you. You can have whatever opinion you want. I think you're stupid, blah blah, no problem. The moment you start like talking about me in a way or like my physical appearance or something like that or something crazy, I'm like, all right, you doing too much, you blocked.
Just don't come with no bull crap, man.
Just come to have a better conversation. Like if you have a better answer, then give me a better answer.
Like be constructive,
please.
Like even if you are racist, and you can put that into a sentence that makes sense with points and facts, I will take down your points and facts one by one. But at least.
And even if you want to be a racist and just say, I just don't like black people just because.
I don't like black people just because.
I can do that. That's just that you just don't want to.
That's better.
Fine.
But here's the thing.
Then give me bullshit reasons.
Why would you click on?
It's like 2 black people.
There's 2 black people in the picture.
It really is. It really is.
Like, this wasn't even a black and white picture, so there wasn't like you know how sometimes you post like the thumbnails will be black and white.
Yeah, so you can't
right?
you can't really for sure.
There's like a little ambiguity, but even in black and white photo, we still black.
You can tell. I mean, you can tell for sure. But this
was a color photo. It's clearly 2 black people. Like what the hell? Like.
Why would a racist go on 2 black people's show? Like,
why did you think? What did you think we were going to be talking about?
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That is so funny.
What did you think we were going to be talking about? some black stuff.
I don't even know if this guy's black or white. Whoever I went on his page, he had nothing on there, so I couldn't see. I don't even know. It could be a she. Who knows? I think it's a he though. But
it's a she. I'm just
maybe.
joking. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
You know. That reminds me. We'll talk about it later because it's a totally different topic. But it's about the transgender thing. I don't want to talk about it right now.
All right, don't talk about it right now.
It's a good topic. It's not like something bad, but it was just something that it was interesting to see how like society is starting to shift and change, but like it's not.
Let me tell you this: society is gonna shift and change in every direction except black people. Okay, the Asians gonna get more love. The LGBTQ plus community gonna get more love. The society is gonna shift for everybody but black people, so just be aware of it.
Well, you know they gave us Juneteenth, so
anyways, I can't. Don't. I'm
anyways,
triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Don't even. No. Don't come at me.
We'll stop now for this episode.
Don't come at me.
But like I said, if you have haters in your life, you know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what to do.
Who gives a damn?
You
really?
know what to do.
At the end of the day, real talk. The last piece of advice I'll give is, if anybody's hating, at the end of the day, who cares? Like, I go to sleep at night. And you don't pay my bills.
Right.
You don't make up my life. You don't even know who I actually am.
I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. But here's my piece of advice.
Yeah.
If you don't like black people, don't click on a thumbnail with 2 black people on it.
And don't watch basketball.
Or track and field, or the NFL, or
don't watch a lot of major sports then.
Don't watch a lot of major sports.
Maybe that's why they're mad.
That's probably it. That's probably it.
I mean, there's a couple reasons I'm not going to discuss in the podcast.
If you don't like black people, maybe don't click with something that has 2 black people on it. Anyway,
I agree.
That's all the time we have for today.
Yes.
Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe on this. And have some constructive shit to say, please.
Yes. And this. On the next episode, I am going to say like and subscribe somewhere in the middle of the episode. That's my goal.
Okay.
Because, I always get to the end and we say it, but what if they don't watch to the very end and then, like, by the time the conversation is over, like...
We should start at the beginning.
So I'm going to try it.
Do it now.
I'm going to try it. Like, you better subscribe, mother lover. My daughter's, what does she say? She says, oh, my gravy biscuits. I said, what the hell?
Okay.
She said, oh, my gravy biscuits. I'm like, what? And she said, oh, my gravy. I'm like, I can't.
Okay.
Anyways. All right, guys. Go ahead and like the video. Subscribe.
Time to go.
Share this thing. And we love y'all. Until next time. Peace, love, and hair grease on the next episode of the Unpack Your Bag Podcast. We out here. Sheesh.